Okay, so let's move on to the could part. So we write it on the screen. Could becomes kunne. And this is always tricky for the could sentences in English, because in Danish, kunne can also be referring to something in the past. So that's a fair warning, but it can also be used like could. But I think could, it's like an uncertainty, belief or something. So we also be using for believe or think. We'll translate that with tro, and this is actually literally closer to believe, because it's like faith thing. To believe in something, religion, whatever, we use tro. So, but it's also think. So in these cases, it'll probably be like think as well. It will be like think as well. So I'll be using both. And I should write this as well. Believe conjugated becomes tror. So this one, do like this. Fastest is the infinitive, and the other one is the conjugated in the present time for all the pronouns. So let's move on. So if you don't know how to conjugate it, just tror. So don't think about it, just learn it and remember it. So question: could you be ready soon? So in English, this would be like, do you think you could be ready soon? It could be like both a polite way of asking, or it could be like an uncertain, like, would it be possible for you to be ready soon? Not really sure exactly, but what it means. But it should be those. It should have those two possibilities. So in Danish, I'm just going to write now. Don't want you to try and even guess it. So. Kunne du være klar snart? Or again, kunne du snart være klar? Can we also just take that one as well? Because I think I like it more, the other one. Kunne du snart være klar? And yeah. And in this case, it's always difficult. In Danish, we have the problem because, like I said, kunne can always also refer to the past. But in this case, I think we would see it as being now, the present. A question in the present, if you could be ready in the future. So time confusion here. But for that reason, I'll get rid of this one. For that reason, it's easier if we add the think part tro. But I wrote some more examples. Let me just finish those for now. Could he be ready soon? Question. So let's do some of these first. So what would this be? Kunne han snart være klar? Kunne han snart være klar? And a question mark. So could he be ready soon? Kunne han snart være klar? Kunne han snart være klar? And yeah, you could also kunne han snart være klar? Kunne han være klar snart? I think. Yeah. And let's take one more. Could you be ready tonight? Could you be ready tonight? And this one. Kunne du være klar i aften? And a question. Kunne du være klar i aften? Question mark. So. And let's do some more. Could you come soon? Kunne du komme snart? Kunne du komme snart? Could du komme snart? And let me just, because I like the other one more, let me just show that it's, what's going on? Should it's there, could du komme snart? And the other possibility, kunne du snart komme? And I think that one is more common, more in use, but both will work just fine. Could du snart komme? That's how I would say it actually. Could du snart komme? Yeah, and I'll just leave it. He could come soon. He could come soon. And this would be han kunne komme snart. Han kunne komme snart. Han kunne komme snart. And she could come tonight. She could come tonight. That's not a question, sorry. She could come tonight. Hun kunne komme i aften. Hun kunne komme i aften. Hun kunne komme i aften. That's how I would say it. And now let's start getting some more verbs. So we'll add the think, believe part. So, do you think he could come now? And this makes it more clear in Danish whether it's referring to the past or referring to the present, future. Not really sure, but like the could. If it's like the could in English, or it's like kunne, or it's like can in past time, but that's for later. Now we only be worrying about the present and maybe also a bit the future. I'm not entirely sure. So, do you think he could come now? And now we have the tror. And because again, it's a question, so we have the verb first, tror, and then do just right after it. Let me see where. Tror du han kunne komme nu? Tror du han kunne komme nu? And I think she could come soon. And that would be jeg tror hun kunne komme snart. Jeg tror hun kunne komme snart. Oh, let me write it. Yeah. Okay. And one more. Now it's just for the sake of variation, take believe, and we translate it always to the same Danish verb, although there are probably more Danish verbs to explain the same thing, but for the sake of clarity and ease of making it easy to remember and focusing only on the structure, sentence structure, we'll just stick to just one translation for think and believe. So, I believe she could be ready soon. What would that be? Jeg tror, hun kunne være klar snart. Jeg tror, hun kunne være klar snart. Jeg tror, hun kunne være klar snart. Yeah. Yeah, and in this case, I think there's only one possibility. Who will know? I feel so stupid about not knowing my own language, but that's the way it is. Actually, we don't learn grammar only to forget all about it because it's so boring. So you have to take my word for it, and if someone tells you that you don't speak correct Danish, you can just blame it on me, and it could happen. And I'm right and they're wrong if they're from some other part of the country, maybe. Yeah. So take the next one. I think I can come now. So now we change back to can, and that is the same can. In this case, the meaning is the same. So what would this be? I think I can come now. Jeg tror, jeg kan komme nu. Jeg tror, jeg kan komme nu. Jeg tror, jeg kan komme nu. Say that again. Jeg tror, jeg kan komme nu. Ja. And there's one more. I believe. Well, let's see, where are my notes? Does she think he could come tonight? Does she think he could come tonight? So this is a crazy sentence. Not used so much, I think. Maybe it is. Does she think he could come tonight? And in Danish, so now I actually, what do you call it? Does she think he could come tonight? I could do that with two words, both the pronouns, so you're emphasizing those two. Let me just do the screen right. Does she think he... That was not an error. Come on, screen right. Maybe I was shaking my hand or something. Does she think he could come tonight? The way to do it. I have to repeat it again. So whenever I go out of the screen right and it disappears and I have to write it, maybe, I don't know. So does she think he could come tonight will be tror hun at han... Wait a moment. I didn't plan to introduce at this moment, so... And the video is already pretty long. I think we'll just stop for now, and yeah. So we take that part later. Then I'll introduce the at part. And there was another word I also have to introduce that later. Okay, so this will be enough for this video. So thanks.